Alright guys, what's going on? We're back with a part 1 of a 2-part episode. We're going to mod the LED here without soldering. We're going to change the color to red, and then we're going to have the artist do a Deadpool paint job on this controller, and then we're going to give it away. So stick around for all that. But first, just going to show you what you need. Of course, Xbox One controller, pair of scissors. We have a T6 and a T8 security bit. Screwdriver, of course, some tape, and in this case, since we're doing a red LED mod, I have red streamer from a dollar store. There's other methods as well. I've seen people use like candy wrappers and stuff. I use this because it's transparent, it's see-through, and you can kind of control how much red you want it to be. Of course, if you just use one layer, it'll be pink. You can double it up, turns a little bit orange, double it up again, turns red. I'll show you all that in a bit here, but first I'm going to show you how we crack open this controller. So the controller itself has these two panels right here that snap open, and I like to use just a plastic card, and I put it inside of a cloth just so I don't chip up the plastic here. They chip up very easily. So I'll show you one side real quick, and then I'll show you the other. There you go. It's pretty simple. So I'll do the other side real quick. Alright, there you go. Both sides are off, so we're going to take the battery cover off now. There is a screw behind the sticker. As you can see, I already made a hole here. Some people like to peel the sticker off. I just pop through, get the screw. These are the T8 security bits. There's one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. So as you take the 5 screws out, you can see here the back plate and the front plate come off, and you want to be careful here because the D-pad can come off. You can tape the D-pad over, which I'll do now, just to make it easier and it doesn't slide out. And then the rumble motors, the same thing. They'll fall out when you flip the controller over from this side. And for the analogs, you just want to pop them off. Simple. So then on the back side, we take this off. That's your case. That's all gonna go get painted, and I'll show you the controller mod. So now, these are the T6 bits, or the T6 screws here. There's 1, 2 here on the front board, 3 here, and then I believe another 3 more behind this one. So I'll take this one off first. I just took those 2 off for now. I'm not going to take the rest off. I actually want to disconnect this piece. This piece comes off as well, a whole piece. You want to do it from the front here. You're going to push the button in, the guide button, and then peel it back. And it comes off in one piece here. Put that aside. Then you have your sync button. This is going to fall off anyway, so just put this aside. Make sure, of course, you put it back. And as you can see, the rumble motor is already falling out again. Let me retape this real quick. All right, retaped. So now what we're going to do is you're going to pry the board off once the 2 screws are out, and you're going to lift the triggers enough so the board can come out, and you want to just come straight back. Alright, so you can see I'm going to pull this up, pop that back. There's that side. This side as well, pull this back. There you go. Now you want to just be careful because there's wires here with very tiny solders. You don't want to snap any of these off and break the controller. I mean, if you're good at soldering, then you don't have to worry about it, but again, if you were good at soldering, you probably wouldn't be watching a no soldering LED change hack, right? So that's the reason that I'm doing it this way. Obviously, if you were to change the LED, it'd come out a little more cleaner. Doesn't necessarily mean it's easier. It's not, but gives you the same result. And then, of course, it's always interchangeable. If you change the LED to a specific color, and maybe in the future you get tired or you want to change it up, you'd have to resolder it. And I suck at soldering, so that's why we're doing this mod. So as you can see, I took off 2 screws right here, and there's 3 that I mentioned before, and there's 1 hiding in there, if you guys can see it. So I'll take those off. Now with all the screws removed, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna carefully pop up this board. Now this board's gonna get caught right here and right here, so we're gonna pull these back and pop it up. You just wanna be careful because on the front, if you can tell here, all these buttons are in place, they're hanging down, but if you pull it up too much, they'll start to roll around and you'll have to rotate them to get them back in the same spot. So I'm gonna pop this side up. As you can see, got it over the other side. Now you can actually pop the button out if you want. Really don't need to do that. What I did beforehand is I traced the button with a piece of paper while the controller was whole, and took the streamer, as you saw, I folded it up a bunch of times. Then I took the scissors, cut out a circle. This is my cutting, and I layered them together. I just made a little red circle. It has about 6 layers of the red streamer that gives the desired red effect. And I took a very, very thin piece of tape and just taped one side. You don't want to tape the whole thing because that really darkens the LED. You just want it enough just to keep it together. So we're gonna slide this in here. And just put it into the place. You just want to make sure it's behind the Xbox guide button. And as you can see, it is. And then we want to start to close things up. Again, we want to make sure that all the buttons are in the right spot. We're going to close everything back up. Now that we got the backboard all set up, we're going to reconnect our top piece here. Of course, we want to make sure that our sync button is in first. Just slides in. You can test it, make sure that it clicks. Now to put this on, the easiest way is to come over to the back, make sure it's in between the 2 shoulder blades here, and just push straight down. There you go. Just all the buttons. Now, typically you would pop these back on, but again, since it's going for paint, I'm gonna leave these off. Now the big reveal for dramatic effect, I'm gonna cut this light off. And there you have it. Red LED with no soldering. Of course, you wanna make sure all the buttons still work by connecting it. But there you go, as you can see, it's a red LED. That green light is a reflection from the camera, but now we're gonna go ahead and send this to Untitled Chapter to get this painted. Alright, let's get this out to him. Shouldn't take that long. So you can check out the custom paint job on the controller here. You can check out last week's Supergroundpound episode here. And here's the finished controller. So as you can tell, hopefully if you watched the Untitled Chapter video, how he did it, he hand painted Deadpool reaching across the controller and letting out a bang, 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 like Marvel vs. Capcom. But as a signature, SGP, And the back, which is just as equally delicious as the front, as it splatters, all nice and shiny. And then with the red LED mod, turn off the light for dramatic effect. Yeah. And it's connected to my Xbox now, so there you go. So, you guys want details on how you can win this? 3 things you're going to do. First, you're going to subscribe to On the Loose the Artist. You're going to subscribe to Supergroundpound. And then one of our Supergroundpound videos, just comment, done. That's it. We'll choose a winner on our next DIY episode, and we'll send you this fully functional, custom, one-of-a-kind Deadpool controller for your video game needs. Anyway, thanks guys. See you next time.